When the incident happened with the tractor, the hydraulic line got busted and the bucket dropped with the load in it and caused it to do this while the tractor was moving. This violent action caused the piston to strike the gland hard enough to flare it over here and make it lock or jam in this area, because the piston go right here in this area. This one right now, it's smaller and it will not fit on the rod. The inside will, but the lip over here, it's a flare from the incident. And when I stopped the tractor rocked, or the bucket rocked, did this number over here, and that caused the rod to bend. I thought about purchasing a new 1.25" 29-inch chrome plated rod. They sell them per foot, so I have to buy 36 inches. The cheapest I found, it was about $120 for the rod, and then I have to pay tax and shipping. I could not justify paying that amount of money. It's going to be about $135, $140, and then I have to put about 3 to 4 hours labor to cut this bushing and weld it on the new rod and machine this part over here so the piston will go there. So I went to the Mahindra dealer and I purchased this rod. I paid $210 for it. The only thing I have to do is just machine this flare over here in this area so this will fit freely on the rod, and then just put everything together. This will attach to the rod, and you could see where it strike the gland like this, and that cause it to flare. It feels like razor over here, and it's smaller ID than the rest of the gland, and that cause it to lock on this part. They have a shoulder over here, and when it came down and hit, and this flared, and that caused the rod to lock in place, and it didn't return like normally would. The way I took this off the cylinder, I put this on the vise, tied it real good, and then I put 1-inch rod. I have 1-inch rod about 4 feet long, and it was so easy. It broke very easy and it came off. So I'm gonna clean this over here, machine it down or machine it to size so it will fit freely on the new rod, and put it together. All the seals in good shape. This is 2-part piston. I cleaned it with the boring bar, brought it to size to match the inside, and I polished it a little bit, and I tried the new rod. It fit perfectly, and I'm ready to assemble the cylinder. It's torqued down. That's what happened. When it hit hard like this, it flared and lock in this area. Done deal. I will install it tomorrow on the tractor. I got the cylinder rebuilt. The tractor, I needed it, so I've been lifting stuff with the chain from here. And what I did to prevent oil from coming out and I could run the tractor, I bypassed the two hydraulic lines that come to these bucket cylinders. I just took one of the short hoses, and luckily the fitting over here allowed me to use this small hose to bypass the line. I did mark the top line with tie wrap, so I know how to put it right without guessing. This was easy to rebuild, and luckily I was able to find the rod, and it wasn't very expensive. And now what I need to do, I need to braze the hydraulic line. I will get the camera close and I'll show you how I'm gonna do that. The second year after I bought the tractor, I was bushing some brushes, and somehow this came off and the bucket got twisted. It caused this over here to bend. So I rebuilt this part over here. Also, when this happened, it put so much pressure on this cylinder and caused this pipe to bust. I was able to fix it back then with some brazing, and I thought to replace this pipe. The reason I brazed it, I couldn't find this pipe at the time, and I went to the dealer, they don't have it, they don't have this part. So I brazed it and it's been doing good. I have the tractor now for 7 years and I was using it and everything fine till this incident happened. I was carrying air compressor and driving on the road, and I think I hit a pump or something. This got busted, even though I don't think the air compressor is more than 600 pounds. This got busted. The bucket fell down on the ground, and it got twisted like this, and it caused the piston to strike the gland over here and flare it, and it got locked in this position. So when I hit the brake and the tractor rocked, this got bent. This, I believe, what happened. It happened so quick. And yesterday I cut this pipe, I cut this fitting
from the outside, and I cut this pipe from here, but I heated this to remove this portion of the pipe left inside, and this came off. So I'm gonna install the pipe coming here, and then I'm gonna braze this and this on the other pipe. The original pipe, it seems to be just a regular seamed pipe. I'll try to take a close-up picture. And it's a 3/8 pipe, 3/8 ID, 1/2 inch OD. They braze those fitting on the pipe. What I did, this was going like this. I cut small piece and I went looking to purchase similar pipe, and I couldn't find. I was trying to purchase seamless pipe or DOM pipe, and locally I couldn't find any. The smallest pipe they sell at the steel place is 1/2 inch ID, and there's a specialty pipe place. They only sell it in 20 feet section. They have DOM, but they only sell it 20 feet section. The foot is $13, so it's gonna be very expensive. I found this DOM pipe on Amazon. It's 1/2 inch OD, and it has thicker wall. It has 80,000 wall. It's thicker than this one. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna do the job. Like I said, I cut short piece out of this, and then I cut a flush over here, and I heated both of these fitting, and these came off. The brazed part, they go in about 3/16 of inch or about 4 millimeters. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna install this pipe. I have it in my truck. This pipe, they sell it 72 inches. I only need 34 inches for this part over here. I cut the pipe to length, cleaned both ends. The best pipe to use for application like this is seamless pipe. They used regular pipe, seamed pipe, and it had a thin wall. This DOM pipe, even if it was the same thickness as the original, it's gonna be a lot better. DOM stand drawn over mandrel. It's seamed pipe also, but they run it through a process to make it better tolerance, and that add rigidity and strength to the pipe itself. I cleaned both ends. What I'm gonna do, I already installed this pipe and I cleaned it. I'm gonna set it up and just mark it with the marker how it's supposed to go, and then I'm gonna take it out and braze it outside. I already brought my oxyacetylene setup with me. I'm not gonna do it here because it may cause damage to the paint and to the existing hoses. All the parts clean, bare metal, no paint, nothing. I even removed the galvanized. They galvanized the old pipe or the original pipe. I'm just using a brazing rod, oxyacetylene brazing rod, number 2 tip. try to apply more heat to this part so the brazing material will get inside in between the pipe and the fitting. I have this piece ready to be brazed. Make sure don't braze over concrete because the heat from the oxyacetylene or propane or even welding, like welding with the electrode or any type of weld, the concrete will get busted. So always use a steel table or piece of steel. I'm using over here piece of I-beam to braze on top of it. I have this piece stable so it's not gonna move while I'm brazing it. I have it sit on blocks. The good thing about brazing, if you want to twist the piece, like over here, I'm sure this is how it's gonna go, but if you want to twist it, you just apply some heat to it and it will twist. bit. Perfect. It has been brazed. I'm just gonna paint it, give it a little bit to dry, and then I'm gonna install it. I will connect these two hoses and fire it up and see. Hopefully we have no leak and everything good. No leaks, everything good. I tilted all the way in and painted this bushing. Painted actually both bushings over there and over here. And I did it clean. Some rust was around the nuts for the cylinder and painted them.